Good morning, good morning, good morning. Peace and blessings. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. Hope everybody enjoying their Tuesday morning. Uh, woke up to some uh, very, very alarming news. And as the title says, a case of cruel and unusual punishment, R. Kelly. So as you know, R. Kelly's attorney came out last week and basically said that he needs to be released immediately due to a plot to unalive him. Two people from the Aryan Brotherhood Nation, white supremacists, came forward saying that the government solicited them to unalive Mr. Kelly, to poison his food. They said that they had taken a lie detector tests. People were talking about, it's too far fetched. They making this up. Why would they go this far for a white supremacist gonna go out their way to save R. Kelly and all of this? I'm gonna tell you something. Nothing is far fetched when you got God on your side. It to me it's far fetched to believe that they wouldn't have a change of heart, especially one of the guys is on his way up out the door. He has a terminal illness, so he doesn't have far to live. And you trying to tell him, okay, we'll let you out to spend the rest of your days, as a free man. And he been locked up since what, the 90s or the 80s or something like that. He probably got so much hate and vitriol towards the government. I'm speaking about the white supremacists, that he like, man, I'd rather expose y'all. I mean, don't act like stuff like this don't happen in jail, man. People get targeted all the time by corrupt prison guards and stuff like that. Let's be clear. There was so much corruption that we've seen in R. Kelly case from very powerful people, from prosecutors to judges to BOP officers. We seen a whole BOP officer get we this BOP officer sat up here and compromised his attorney-client privilege, mail and phone calls and things of that nature, and it wind up in the hands of the star witness in this case in New York. We saw a prosecutor, and then that lady, the BOP officer, just disappeared. Tawana Ingram from Wisconsin, she just get removed to another district when she wasn't even in Chicago or New York. She was in Wisconsin, and she just get to retire with full benefits, no legal, accountability, right? Angel Cruz, she get popped off, conversing with his star witness in his uh Chicago case. You meeting up with the star witness at night in the, just inappropriate text messages get released. That you created a whole troll account conversing back and forth with the star witness on his case. She get moved to a different district. So don't make it seem like we just pulling this out the thin air. When we say it's corruption that happened in this case, it's unbelievable. The judge in New York told him in his own record, I knew before you walked in my courtroom I was going to give you 30 years. What kind of mess is that? So this is just what we've seen on the surface. Bloggers coming out, talk about they got this and that, all this different information from a source. Come to find out, Tasha K admitted to giving Jane Doe #5 father all this information, confirming that he had dealings with another young lady, and ultimately she flips on him, turns state witness. Don't tell me that these people that are powerful people in the government would not want to see him just disappear. Especially after his attorney, Bo Burnley, came out and said they finally received 13,000 documents confirming everything that they said. All the corruption, all these powerful people in the government that manufactured this RICO case against them in 2 different states. Now, we see like people can sit up here and say, R. Kelly probably befriended this Aryan Brotherhood dude and he took a liking to him, and somehow they lied to try to help him out because they don't like the government anyway. They probably heard his case and said, man, that's crazy. You shouldn't be in here. And then they come up with this whole elaborate scheme, right? Let's just say that happened. What just happened with him being overdosed and took into the hospital, he's in solitary confinement. He's on medication for, I believe he's diabetic. How in the hell do you overdose off of medication that they are supposed to already have measured out for you in solitary confinement? How do you overdose over medication that is specifically designed for you by that particular institution? And Butner is a medical facility, prison. How do you give this man too much medication to the point where he overdosed? You take him to the hospital. They find out that the man got multiple blood clots. The doctor said, we need to do a surgery right now to remove these blood clots. You remember R. Kelly had a situation with blood clots some years ago when they didn't want to take care of it? When we go back through the years, these past 6 years, and all of the cruel and unusual punishment, he had a situation with blood clots in his leg before. Took him forever to get cleared up. They tell the facility officers, we need to do this operation. The facility say, no, we're not going to let you do the. How you going to deny this man his operation that the doctor, an outside doctor, is telling you? Because they didn't have the capability to do this procedure at the prison, so they had to take him to an outside hospital. The outside hospital said, we need to do this procedure to remove these blood clots, and the prison said no. Y'all already gave this man too much medicine. How you do that, I don't know. Then on top of that, they find out the man got all these blood clots, which are life-threatening. The prison say no. And you mean to tell me you don't believe they trying to off this man when they got 13,000 documents? Recently, they had to give it to. It took them forever to give it. Remember, it took them forever to give the name of the BOP officer, Officer A. Now we know it's Tawana Ingram. You mean to tell me this man lying about them trying to take his life? He didn't even want to eat the food. He ain't been eating the food that they giving him. But you mean to tell me he feel okay with taking the medicine? You got to eat food before you take medicine, especially if you diabetic. But he overdosed. Cut off from his attorneys. They can't talk to him. They trying everything in their power to kill this man because he's about to expose maybe dozens, if not hundreds, of corrupt officials that played a part. Every informant, everybody that played a part in this man being unjustly done, you won't notice. You won't notice because you could say the whole Aryan Brotherhood situation was a farce, but this is documented medical information. Ain't no way you could go up against this. They trying to take the man up out of here. How could you deny that? And let's be clear. This is cruel and unusual punishment. Ain't nobody get unalived in R. Kelly case. You know, I see people out here capping for Diddy. And Diddy case is way worse than R. Kelly. The fact that you got a couple situations where they say 1 or 2 years under the age of consent, you ain't see nobody get beat on videotape. And I'm not trying to throw no dirt on Diddy. I'm just saying this case is you know, Diddy case, people was unalive, cars blown up, all type of stuff. And I think that they doing Diddy wrong because it's not, you know, they not proving Rico or racketeering. But if you pay attention, like the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy sitting up there talking about free Diddy, but let R. Kelly just whatever they do to him. See, when they throw these type of allegations, we get desensitized and just, oh, whatever they do to R. Kelly, just let it happen. He ain't unalive nobody. He ain't beat nobody up. A lot of them women was walking around with fake IDs. And we ain't talking about 7 and 8 year olds. We talking about 16 with an ID say they 18. Yeah, I mean, I ain't a fan of that, but I'm just saying, man, this ain't worth 30 years. It's not worth this man being basically set up to be murdered, unalive, in prison because you don't like them, because of the charges. Little girls and all this, these false narratives. Wasn't no little girls, man. I'm telling you, and we said this years ago, if we allow this to happen with R. Kelly, because we desensitized because of the allegations, it's going to be a trickle down effect. And what do you see? All these RICOs start popping out. It don't have to be anything attached to anything, you know, graping or anything like that. It could be whatever type of RICO they want to put on you. You just put a green light on them to just do whatever they want to do to whoever they want to target, and it don't hit home until it's somebody your family member or somebody that you like. This is cruel, unusual punishment, man. And I wish Donald Trump will hurry up and get this man a pardon. I know we're supposed to go to court on the 20th. That's Friday. But you can say that white supremacist dude and all that. If you want to believe that's fake, I believe that dude telling the truth. I don't think he had no reason to lie. I don't think his Sally had no reason to lie. Because the government they not exempt from being corrupt. to say the least. But to deny that man, and to deny that man a surgery to remove the blood clots, they didn't even take him back to Butner Medical Facility. They took him back to the hole with the blood clots and everything after they just made the man overdose, man. And you don't believe they trying to do off this man? And you sit up there questioning, well, what do R. Kelly got that the government wanted? Let me tell you something. Something happened to R. Kelly, God forbid. I don't want to see none of you niggas on TikTok talk about, oh man, R.I.P. R. Kelly and all that. Which ain't nothing gonna happen to him. I believe the grace of God is all over that man. But I'm just saying, these same idiots will be all over social media crying about R. Kelly if something was to happen to him, knowing they was just throwing him under the bus. Man, our people is something else. When you could raise your voice to save this man right now, you'd rather laugh at him. Instead of bring awareness to the cruel and unusual punishment, you would rather make a mockery of this situation. Ain't no way you could justify this. Whatever that man did, if he did anything, he deserves to serve his time without any danger. He did not get convicted of the death penalty. This is sad, man. This is sad. It is. This is sad, man. But yeah, man. It's your boy Jay Taylor. Voices for the voiceless. We love y'all. Keeping R. Kelly in our prayers. Until next time, talk to you soon. Peace and blessings.